Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Welcome to the 12th session of the Quranic Arabic Study Group. And inshallah, today we will be reviewing Surah Al-Humaza, and also reviewing Surah Al-Fil, which we did some time back. So let's start with a quick look at Surah Al-Fil. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil. Alam yaj'al kaydahum fi tadlil wa arsala alayhim tayran ababil tarmihim bi hijaratin min sijil faj'alahum ka'asfin ma'kul. Sadaqallahul Azim. Have you not seen how your Lord dealt with the companions of the elephant? Did he not make their plans go astray? And he sent against them birds in flocks, striking them with stones of baked clay. Then he made them like straw eaten up. And if you look at some of the words that we covered last time were ra'a, to see, and kaifa, fa'ala, sahaba, feel, and ja'ala, kaida, dalla, rasala, tayr, ibili or ababil, and ramia, hajara, and sajila, asafa, akala. So those are some of the words we covered last time. Let us begin with Surah Al-Humaza today. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wailul likulli humazatil lumaza allazi jama'a malahu wa'addada yahsabu anna malahu akhlada kalla la yunbazanna fil hutama wama adraka mal hutama narullahil muqada allati tattali'u 'alal afida innaha 'alayhim muqsada fi 'amadin mumaddada. So let me do the translation. Woe to every slanderer, backbiter, wailul likulli humaza, allazi jama'a malahu wa'addada, the one who collects wealth and counts it, yahsabu anna malahu akhlada, thinking that his wealth will make him immortal. Kalla la yumbazanna fil hutama, nay, surely he will be thrown in the crusher. Wama adraka mal hutama, and what will make you know what the crusher is? And Narullahil Muqada, a fire Allah has kindled. Allati tattali'u 'alal afida, which mounts up to the hearts. Inna 'alayhim muqsada fi 'amadin mumaddada. Indeed, it is upon them closed over in columns extended. Sadaqallahul Azim. Farooq, I think Farooq has also joined in. Let me make sure you can hear us. Assalamu alaikum, Farooq. Okay, I hope you can hear us. So let's take a closer look at some of the words. Wailul likulli humaza. So woe to every slanderer, backbiter. Wail is woe. And likulli, if we look at this a little closely, just a second, put this down. So kulli is, I think it's also common in Urdu. We use kullun quite often. And here the root letters are kaf, lam, lam, and occurring 377 times. And here it's being used in the most common terms as kul, wailul likulli humaza lumaza, to every. So implying likulli is to every. So kul is there and li has been added on. It also occurs, you can see in different parts of the Quran. For example, here, تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر. So here it's occurring as كل أمر. And in كل نفس لما عليها حافظ. So in every nafs, كل. It's also used here as an adverb, as a time adverb. So that's another way that it's been used in the Quran. This is a time adverb. Adverb, as you know, simply means something which describes a verb or describes an adjective. So here, for example, it's also used in Surah 71 and Surah 67. إني كلما دعوتهم لتغفر لهم جعلوا أصابعهم في آذانهم. Or كلما ألقي فيها فوج سألهم خزنتها لم يأتكم نذير. كلما is being used over here as every time. Next, if we go to the next word, وَيْلٌ لِكُلِّ هُمَزَةٍ لُمَزَةٍ. So humaza is slanderer, and if we take a closer look at this word, it is the root letters are ha, mim, and za. Ha, mim, and za. And it's only occurred 3 times in the Quran. So here it's occurring as a noun, وَيْلٌ لِكُلِّ هُمَزَةٍ لُمَزَةٍ. And it also occurs as an adjective, for example, as Hammazim Mashayim Binamim, defamer. So have similar meanings, slanderer, defamer. Here it's slightly different meaning, but mostly it's slanderer and defamer meaning. So if we go back over here, Lumaza is backbiter, and if you look at the root letters lam, mim, and zal, lam, mim, and zal, yeah, it's only occurred 4 times in the Quran, and here it's been used as a noun form, as a backbiter, lumaza. And also it has been used as a verb form 1, to criticize, وَلَا تَلْمِزُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ over here, and also in different parts of the Quran as a verb. So those were the 3 words here in this ayah, وَيْلٌ لِكُلِّ هُمَزَةٍ لُمَزَةٍ. الَّذِي جَمَعَ مَالًا وَعَدَّدَهُ. Allazi is the one who, and Jama'a is, I think it's common in Urdu as well, Jama'a, to gather or to collect, and that's what it is being used as over here. Allazi Jama'a Malan wa Addada. The one who collects mal and counts it. So this is occurring in the Quran quite often, 129 times. And Jama is the basic verb. I think Jama'a and Yajma'u would be the Mudare. Yajma'u. And it has a number of different forms, as you can see, 11 derived forms. Form 4 is Ajma'. And form 8 is Istama'. And the word Juma is also from the same root, which is a proper noun. And Jamir, and the passive participle as Majmu'. So the next word, Allazi Jama' Malan wa Addada. If we look at the word Mal, of course, is wealth, and Wa'adda. So if you look at the word Wa'adda, the root letters are Ain, Dal, Dal, and occurring 57 times in the Quran. And here it's being used. There is a form one as well, and then form two of the verb is adda, addat, which is being used over here and counts it. Allazi jama ma'ala wa addada. And there are other forms as well. Form four to prepare, for example, in Surah 76 and Surah 65. يدخل من يشاء في رحمته والظالمين أعد لهم عذابا أليما. أعد means he has prepared. أعد الله لهم عذابا شديدا. So أعد again, he has prepared. So slightly similar, but perhaps not too similar meanings. Here it is implying counting, and here it's implying preparation. And I think in Urdu also we have similar words from it. Ta'dad, as you say, number, is probably from the same root letters. And hopefully we'll come across some of these other words as we go forward. So, allazi jama'a ma'ala wa addada. Yahsabu anna ma'lahu akhlada. Yahsabu is thinking. And let's take a look at this word here. So the root letters are Ha, Sin, and Ba, occurring about over 100 times in the Quran, and quite often as the basic form one verb, hasiba. So hasiba, and yahsibu. I believe that's the mudari form, yahsibu. Hasiba, yahsibu. So here it's, I'm sorry, I think it's yahsabu. So you can see it is being used as a mudari. Yahsabu anna mala wa akhlada. So this is yahsabu. Hasiba yahsabu. And yahsabu is the mudari form, meaning thinking, or he will think. Yahsabu anna mala wa akhlada. He thinks that his wealth will last forever. As you can see, it also occurs in different parts of the Quran as yahsabu an lam yarahu ahad, or yahsabu an lan yaqdira alayhi ahad. Yahsabu. So here the has also been added as a question. Does he think? It also occurs as a verbal noun of form 3. Summa inna alayna hisabahum. So that's their account, meaning فَسَوْفَ يُحَاسَبُ حِسَابًا يَسِيرًا. Hisaban, as you can see, is also the same meaning as in Urdu. Hisab or account. It also has other forms. For example, here, فَسَوْفَ يُحَاسَبُ حِسَابًا يَسِيرًا. So here, the form 3 is being used to take to account yuhasib to take to account. Yahsabu anna malahu akhlada. Mal and anna malahu akhlada, that is wealth. Akhlada, so let's take a look at the word akhlada here, to make immortal. And I think we're familiar with this in the Quran. It occurs quite commonly, about almost 100 times. The root letters are Ha, Lam, and Dal. And here it is being used as the form 4 verb, which is only occurring twice, but the more common word is the active participle, which is Khalid. But here it's being used as Akhlada, which means to make immortal. but it's been translated a little differently here in Surah number 7 as adhered. But if you look at this ayat, it's يَحْسَبُ أَنَّ مَالَهُ أَخْلَدَ. Does he think that it will make him, his wealth will make him immortal? And if you look at other parts of the Quran, Surah 98, for example, جزاؤهم عند ربهم جنات عدن تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها. The خالدين is being used in the sense of will abide. Over here as well, إن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب والمشركين في نار جهنم خالدين فيها. خالدين is abiding eternally. And that is the active participle Khalid, which means the one who abides eternally. So different forms over here. Let's go back. يحسب أن ماله أخلد. كلا لينبذن في الحطمة. Nay, surely he will be thrown. So layumbazanna is somewhat of a unique word. It doesn't occur too often in the Quran, 12 times. And the root letters are Noon, Ba, and Zal, Nabaza. And here it's being used as form 1 verb, Nabaza, and Kalla layumbazanna fil hutama. So I'm not quite sure exactly how this word has been derived, because this has been combined with Nabaza. Nabaza is the basic form, but here it has Layum Bazanna. And this sort of implies it is implying the feminine of the word. So I'm not sure if it should be translated as surely he will be thrown or surely she will be thrown. So this is something that perhaps needs a little bit more we need to take a slightly closer look at this to be able to understand this word. Kalla layumbazanna fil hutama, in the crusher. Nay, surely he will be thrown in the crusher, and which is, I think, another name for hellfire. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْحُطَمَةُ, and what will make you know what the crusher is. So adraka, if you look at this word, the root letters are Dal, Ra, and Ya, occurring about 29 times. And here it is being used as form 4 of the word, which is occurring 17 times. So Vama adraka mal hutama. I think we're quite familiar with this occurring in different parts of the Quran as Vama adraka mahiya, for example, in Surah 101. Vama adraka mal qariya. So this form is, I think, somewhat well known. And also there is a form 1, which is simply to know. So that's Tadri or Adri. So Adri or Tadri. Adri would be Kul, for example, over here in Surah 72, Surah Jinn, I think. Kul in Adri aqaribun ma tu'aduna am yaj'alu lahu rabbi amada. Or wa anna la nadri asharu urida bi fil ardi am arada bihim rabbuhum rashada. So here it is Kul in Adri, I know, and Nadri meaning we know. So I know, and we actually, this is the thing, Nadri. That would be we know. And if you have, of course, Tadri, that would be you know, and so on. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْحُطَمَةُ نَارُ اللَّهِ الْمُوقَدَةُ. Nar, of course, fire. نَارُ اللَّهِ الْمُوقَدَةُ, a fire kindled by Allah, Muqada. If you look at the word Muqada, it is the root letters are Waw, Qaf, and Dal. Waqada, occurring 11 times in the Quran. And here it is occurring as the passive participle, form 4, Muqada. Narullah al-Muqadatullati, kindled, as opposed to the one who kindles. Passive implies kindled. Also occurring as Masalhum Kamasalil Istawqada Naran, Surah Baqarah over here, kindled, and fuel, Surah 85, Nar Zatul Waqud, Nar Zatul Waqud is being used here as fuel, kindled. So similar meanings in all of these. Narullah al-Muqada, Allati tattali'u ala al-afida, Allati which, and you might be familiar with the word Allazi, and Allati is simply the female version of that, Allati. So Allazi is the one who, and Allati is the one who has female form. Allati tattali'u ala al-afida, which mounts up to the hearts. So tattali'u, if we look at this word, the root letters are Ta, Lam, and Ain, occurring 19 times in the Quran, and in quite a number of different derived forms. So here it's being used as form 8, which is Tala'a, Allati tattali'u ala al-afida. So not too familiar with this word, but I think we'll take a look at this as we go further as well. Now, Allati tattali'u ala al-afida. Afida is the hearts. And if we look at this word, the root letters are Fa, Hamza, and Dal, occurring 16 times as a simple noun, Fa'ad, or Fu'ad. So both of these occurrences are shown here. It is occurring in the form Al-Afida. So Allati tattali'u ala al-afida, or Qul huwa allazi ansha'akum wa ja'ala lakum as-sam'a wal absara wal afida. So the heart, or also translated as the feelings.
The other one is also there, no?
I'm
Kalb.
sorry.
Heart is kalb also, no?
Yes, I think that's a different word, qalb. But here I think it's well, of course, in
For
Arabic,
feeling.
you can have many words describing the same thing. But I think qalb is probably can be closer translated as the physical heart. But afida, I think, is probably translated a little bit as the feelings in the heart, maybe. I don't know. It's just uh, my assumption. But as you can see here, it's being translated as the feelings. So allati tattali'u ala al-afida, and قل هو الذي أنشأكم وجعل لكم السمع والأبصار والأفئدة. So different, slightly different connotations in the same word. So allati tattali'u ala al-afida, fire which mounts up to the hearts. إنها عليهم مؤصدة في عمد ممددة. إنها, indeed it is عليهم, upon them, closed over, mu'sada. So let's take a look at the word mu'sada. The root letters are Waw, Sin, Swad, and Dal. And it's being used both as a noun and as an adjective in different parts. Here it's being used as a noun. Innaha alayhim mu'sada. closed over. And also in Surah 90, you can see alayhim narun mu'sada. So on them is the fire closed in. And also used slightly differently as raseed, but I think we will look at it when we get there. إنها عليهم مؤصدة في عمد ممددة. Hamadim is columns. So if you look at Hamad, the root letters are Ain, Mim, and Dal. Ain, Mim, and Dal, occurring 7 times in 4 different derived forms. And here it is being used as a noun in both of these examples. Fi Amadin Mumaddada as columns on them. And also in Surah 89, as you can see, Iramazatil Imad. So lofty pillars. Imad is being used. There are two forms of the same word, 2 noun forms, Ahmad and Imad. And then other verb forms and active participles as well. إنها عليهم مؤصدة في عمد ممددة. Indeed, upon them closed over in columns extended. So if you look at the word mumaddada, the root letters are mim, dal, and dal, madad. So occurring 32 times. And here it's being used as a passive participle, mumaddada. Mumaddada extended, implying extended. But in different parts of the Quran, it's also used as form 4 to reinforce. So here, for example, in Surah 71, وَيُمْدِدْكُمْ بِأَمْوَالٍ وَبَنِينَ وَيَجْعَلْ لَكُمْ جَنَّاتٍ وَجَنَّاتٍ أَنْهَارٍ. So وَيُمْدِدْكُمْ. So here it's being used as and provide you. Extended and provide you, somewhat, I guess, similar meanings, but a little different as well. And in Surah 84, وَإِذَا الْأَرْضُ مُدَّتْ. So here it is used as when the earth is spread. So and madda is a basic word, madda, and I think it would be madda yamuddu. Maddu would be the mudari form, madda yamuddu. So and also I guess we're familiar with the word madad, which is there in Urdu as well. But you can see that the meanings can be quite different. Extended, spread, which is somewhat similar, and provided is a little different. So, indeed, it is upon them closed over in columns extended. So that was in brief Surah Humaza. Let me go over this once again. وَيْلٌ لِكُلِّ هُمَزَةٍ لُمَزَةٍ. Woe to every slanderer, backbiter. الَّذِي جَمَعَ مَالًا وَعَدَّدَ. The one who collects wealth and counts it. يَحْسَبُ أَنَّ مَالَهُ أَخْلَدَ. Thinking that his wealth will make him immortal. كَلَّا لَيُنْبَذَنَّ فِي الْحُطَمَةِ. Nay, surely he will be thrown in the crusher. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْحُطَمَةِ. And what will make you know what the crusher is? Narullah al-Muqada. A fire Allah has kindled. Allati tattali'u ala al-afida. Which mounts up to the hearts. Innaha alayhim mu'sada fi amadin mumaddada. Indeed, it will be upon them, closed over, in columns extended. Sadaqallahu al-Azim.